Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you are all healthy and keeping safe so that we may collectively break the chain of infection that is causing the fourth wave of the COVID-19 pandemic in Pakistan. To ensure the safety of our employees, the company remains committed to strict adherence with all COVID-19 SOPs. A government-sponsored vaccination facility has been set up at our Dherki plant, while a single-dose dedicated vaccination facility was also set up at the head office to facilitate employees and their family members. At the head office, we continue to operate with a maximum of 25% attendance, and that too only for absolutely essential personnel. Most employees, however, have been working from home. The People Desk facility that we initiated at the beginning of the COVID pandemic has been playing an instrumental role in ensuring the well-being of our employees and their families. Before moving to the financial performance of the company, I would like to apprise you of significant developments relating to the local fertilizer market that transpired during this period. With the grace of Allah, following the trajectory built over the last year, the agri sector witnessed strong performance. Farm economics continue to improve, mainly on the back of better support prices and improved water availability. Earnings for major crops like sugarcane improved by 46% year over year, while wheat witnessed the largest ever improvement with a 52% increase in earnings. Improved farm economics during the current year, coupled with lower sales last year emanating from the uncertainty regarding subsidy announcements at the time, led to a 7% growth in urea demand. Total urea demand this year in first half stood at 2833 KT versus 2646 KT in the first half of 2020. The total urea subsidy approved for RLNG plants is around 13.6 billion, which can vary based on actual RLNG prices during the year. Due to the increase in RLNG prices to date, our current estimates for subsidy stand at 18.4 billion rupees that will have to be paid out by the government of Pakistan. On the tax front, we continued our efforts to support the government in improving documentation of the economy and the downstream fertilizers value chain, and undertook focused efforts which have resulted in bringing the majority of our dealers within the sales tax net. With respect to GIDC, there has been no progress on the lawsuits filed on this subject on concessionary gas and non-concessionary gas. On the matter of the end of the concessionary gas period, the company has obtained an interim stay order from the Sindh High Court. Concurrently, we are in discussions with the government and SNGPL to extend the concessionary gas period for the number of days for which the minimum contracted quantity of gas under the GSA was not supplied to the company. I am now pleased to provide an update on the financial performance of Engro Fertilizers Limited for the first half of 2021. Our urea production stood at 1070 KT versus 1136 KT in the first half of 2020, mainly because of a turnaround on our base plant. Our sales team delivered a stellar performance, and urea sales stood at 115 KT versus 847 KT during the same period last year. Our phosphate sales during the first half of 2021 stood at 125 KT versus 132 KT during the same period last year. Gross profit for the company was recorded at PKR 21 billion for the first half of 2021 as compared to PKR 14 billion in the first half of 2020. Consequently, the company consolidated profit stood at 10.5 billion versus 4.5 billion in the first half of 2020, an improvement of 2.4x in our performance. This has led to an EPS of rupees 7.87 versus 3.34 in the same period last year. I am very appreciative of our entire team for being able to deliver such stellar results for our shareholders. I would now like to share some of the key achievements in the second quarter, where a mega turnaround of the base plant was successfully conducted amid COVID-19 with zero injuries, zero COVID cases, and no fire incidents. I am incredibly appreciative of the efforts that the manufacturing team made in ensuring we were able to conduct a safe and successful turnaround during a pandemic. The protocols that were developed during this process are instrumental and will help us in turnarounds to come, and are being shared with our sister companies to ensure that these learnings are institutionalized. We as a company always endeavor to do good while doing well, and recognizing our responsibility to communities in which we operate, a number of steps were taken to support our surrounding communities. On the healthcare front, a free of cost anti-rabies treatment facility was commissioned during June and has already attended to almost 40 cases. We have also set up a permanent Engro limbs facility to provide free of cost lower limb replacement, while a pilot for upper limb replacement has been initiated. On the community engagement front, we conducted awareness campaigns and installed additional hand wash stations at Dharki railway station and at the Sindh-Punjab border to combat COVID-19. Moreover, support was extended for the installation of benches and solar lights at Sakkar Airport, Rodi, Gotki and Mirpur railway stations. We also extended emergency support to rescue passengers of the grievous train accident near Gotki. Our efforts on emergency response were appreciated by the CEO and Minister Railways as well as the GOC at Pannuakil. Moving on, it gives me great pleasure to share with you that during the second quarter, the company has received the following prestigious awards. 2 awards from the British Safety Council in the categories of Global Best in the Manufacturing Sector and Best in Country. Recognition from the Global Corporate Social Responsibility Awards for promoting education in the Kachar districts in Sindh. Our e-logistics business has been awarded by the Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents, ROSPA, the UK Fleet Safety Gold Award in 2021 for its first full year in operations. This is a unique privilege for a new business to achieve a gold standard in safety in its first year of operations. Regarding the near-term outlook, we expect positive momentum in farm economics to continue based on recent budget announcements, where almost 12 billion rupees have been allocated for agricultural development. Moreover, a subsidy of rupees 1500 per acre has been approved for all phosphatic fertilizers for the current Kharif season. The government has also launched the Kisan Card initiative, which is a revolutionary step towards developing agriculture and contributing to a prosperous farmer community by laying the foundation for a system that can provide targeted subsidy to small landowners. Other continuing challenges for the company remain the unpaid subsidy and sales tax refunds. Furthermore, international oil prices are expected to remain on a rising trend as witnessed to date. The unpaid subsidy and sales tax refunds, along with rising oil prices, shall put a strain on the company's profitability, as gas costs based on Petroleum Policy 2012 will increase. Inshallah, together we shall time and again deliver on Engro Fertilizers' promise of growth. Thank you.